Okay guys, Quantum here with round 4. Hopefully you survived this long and you hadn't had as much trouble as I have. But this is after the second time you've gone down the money route, you're going to have a ton of money to use. Fully upgrade your SMG, don't buy any ammo. Fully upgrade your auto turret, buy the auto turrets. Fully upgrade your rifle for the power and the rate of fire. Do not upgrade your clip size for your rifle. And upgrade the duration for your flare. Not to the max, just to the second highest level. Essentially though, your SMG is going to become a little bit more useful now, simply because you're going to start being swarmed a little more often. You're going to have to be using tactics effectively, drawing zombies to certain areas to blow up cars to preserve your ammo and take out large amounts of them at once, as you kind of saw me do right there. Draw the zombies in, watch your sprint. Because when you sprint, you become invincible, so it's pretty effective to get away from a horde of zombies if you're kind of circling around to try to get the attention of all of them. And the reason you didn't buy ammo at the beginning, flares or SMG, you make sure you buy the auto turrets, because the supply crates won't give you auto turrets for some reason, but they'll give you flares and they'll give you tons of SMG ammo, and enemies will sometimes drop SMG ammo. So don't waste your money on it. You don't need it. Just collect it and you should be fine throughout these levels here. Again, using the environment to my advantage. And if you need supplies, go back to round 2, my round 2 video. I show you where every single crate is in this main area, and I'll show you where every single crate is down the guns route, which is the route I'm going to be taking because I want to grab the shocker. Oh, another little trick: if you notice the guy, a zombie kind of looks like a businessman, shoot him at close range because he'll give you money. And then again, the closer you are to guys that give you money, the more money they'll give you. If you're far away when you kill them, the money that comes to you is halved. So before I shot that electrical box, again, I ran up to that little manhole area to see if zombies can spawn out of it. They didn't, so that was a clear sign that I could easily just shoot the electrical box. Again, take out all the guys before you go through this fence area here. Collect all supplies if you need any before going through. But enemies will not spawn in the same areas every single time, so your routes may be a little bit different than mine in terms of where enemies spawn. It's nothing too difficult, but again, just keep in mind that this is not a step-for-step walkthrough. It's just a general kind of walkthrough to kind of give you I don't know, an advantage of what to use, what to upgrade, what tactics to deploy, and so forth. I didn't follow my own advice. I didn't kill all the guys behind the gates before I came through, so don't make that same mistake I did. And unfortunately, when I saw that helicopter, or when I heard the helicopter dropping this slasher guy, I had problems in this area before, because he always gets dropped in the watery area. If you're still above the water, like if you haven't come down into this area and he's landed, he'll guard that ledge, which makes it really hard for you to get past him, because either you have to sprint past him, and then you have no sprint when you're in the water area, so he's going to easily slash you. So whenever you hear the helicopter, just abandon whatever you're doing, run down into the watery area, throw a flare if you have to distract the zombies, and focus on him. Make sure you always kill him first. So you want to take the guns route for round 4. Again, I just use a simple tactic of throwing a flare at a car. All the zombies swarm the flare, and then I just blow up the car to take out all the zombies that are around both the car and the flare. For the gun that I purchased, I decided to go with the shocker, and I upgraded the max inventory so that I could collect ammo for it throughout the level as I open up more supply crates. That's where the vending machine is. It's right around the corner from the gun machine, so be careful if you're shooting down that way not to shoot your vending machine if you need the health. And again, whenever these big mini bosses are coming at you, listen to the sounds that they make. It'll determine what mini boss is coming at you, and likely the direction they're coming at you from. But if you sprint right when they are about to damage you, you will not take any damage because you are invincible. So use that effectively. You won't get hit if you're within the radius of the stomp or over the little blast guy, little fat guy that blows up or whatever. Again, focus on these slasher guys first and foremost whenever they land. If you're facing down zombies when the helicopter's coming in, throw a flare, get to a safe area, deploy a auto turn if you have to. Those slasher guys, they deal some serious damage, and they never get distracted by flares or car alarms or anything. They always focus on you, so always pay attention to that. Again, just go around, collect up a bunch of supplies. What you saw me do here, though, I ran into this kind of area here up on this ramp. I didn't go through the ramp yet, but it'll cause a bunch of these enemies to get up. They were kind of playing dead. And make sure that you blow them up with a car or something to, you know, prevent wasting ammo. And when you get to this area here, after the ramp, shoot the electrical box. It'll take out a bunch of the enemies coming through the fenced area. And be wary of this area right here. There's a bunch of little policemen, and they're pretty strong. So don't get like surprised by them. Take them out and collect all your stuff before you progress. I do make another mistake here, but there's a second electrical box. You don't want to shoot it. You want to kind of just come through this area. There's a bunch of weak guys you can easily take out. I accidentally shot my electrical box, and the reason you don't want to do it is because you want to kind of wait for these army guys, which are the strongest zombies in the whole game, to get to this area before you use the electrical box. So I'm forced to kind of use a turret here, and you don't really need to use a turret and an SMG, but because I know that there was supply boxes coming up and I had max ammo of everything, and my flares were maxed out, I decided just to use up a couple of SMG bullets to make it go a little bit faster, because I knew that I would likely pick up some SMG from either this crate or the next crate that I'll show you a little bit later. You will never pick up auto turns. I don't know if I said this already, from crates or cars. For some reason the game won't give them to you, so you got to make sure you use those effectively and not waste them. When you get to this area and the guns route, the door will close behind you, so if you kind of just rush through this area, you don't have to worry about zombies following you like you do if you take the supply route. But again, you saw that a helicopter came in, so I threw a flare so I could pretty much just focus on this guy when he comes at me, and I kill him as soon as he gets into the radius of my turret. And again, just switch to your SMG when you get to these final areas here if you have to, because it's not worth taking any damage. If you get to this area with enough supplies, you'll be pretty much good to survive. So in this final area, there'll always be one or two cars with alarms. So, you know, use that to your advantage if you need to. Deploy flares usually as soon as you get into this area, because there's a lot of enemies that spawn. But, you know, round 4, not too hard. You should be able to get through it at relatively a good amount of health. And now you're going to be taking the health route next, so I'll explain what to do in the next video. Alright guys, take it easy.